This video is to address one of the 4 principles of nutrition, balance. Balance tends to be a little bit trickier to incorporate right for the goals. However, by having the right balance, you can more effectively build muscle or more effectively burn body fat, as well as maintaining energy from meal to meal and throughout the week, and your metabolism much better. It can help you increase the amount of nutrients you have in your diet, as well as decrease the amount of fats and excess calories that we don't need. So how can we build better balance into our day-to-day meals? First, let's cover the 4 macronutrients that we are trying to balance within our meals. There's carbohydrates, protein, and fats. This makes up everything that we eat and drink, with one exception: alcohol. Alcohol is a separate nutrient. So carbohydrates is the body's main source of energy. It is a quick energy. It is what's going to give us energy for exercise. It's what's going to keep our brain happy and alert. And it gives us the ability to focus and manage a lot of different things. So carbohydrates are important to include in our diet in order to keep that energy level up. If you do not have carbohydrates in your diet, it's going to be very, very difficult to build muscle mass effectively. However, you do want to keep processed carbohydrates to a minimum, as well as the sugars less than 4 grams and fiber more than 3 grams in terms of added sugars per meal. Carbohydrates are vegetables, fruits, whole grains, as well as things like lactose within milk, and starchy veggies, of course. Protein is the macronutrient that helps keep us full and satisfied. It is what's going to curb hunger when we eat it. It is also the building block of our body. Protein is necessary and essential as part of our diet. Even if you are a vegan, protein is going to be essential to include, and that can come in a lot of great vegetarian sources. Main sources that you can have for protein: chicken, fish, cottage cheese, egg whites, Greek yogurt, tempeh, or certain nuts and seeds, which are also fat, will also have a good amount of protein as well. It helps boost our metabolism. So by having enough protein, you are going to burn more calories. Fats will slow our digestion and will keep us steady energy from meal to meal. So fats are essential to have in every meal so that we are satisfied for hours instead of just an hour or 2. Fat is also a buffer to carb absorption. So when we have carbs alone, our blood sugar spikes too quickly, but the fats slow down the digestion of those carbohydrates when paired together. So your carbohydrates will actually release their sugars at a slower tempo, just like the fats. Fats will slow down the digestion of anything. So one of the things to this is that if you have fats along with carbohydrates before you work out, you may not get the energies quick enough. However, if you have fats with carbohydrates at a meal, it's going to give you steady energy for an entire afternoon. Sources in moderation to include for fats, since they are very calorie dense, are avocado, nuts, butters, seeds, olive oil, coconut oil, grass-fed butter, lots of great options for fats. The way that we encourage balance in our meals is by incorporating the plate method. This is the easiest way to build balance between your meals. So that is a half a plate of non-starchy veggies, a quarter of the plate of complex carbohydrates, and a quarter of the plate lean proteins. Fats will come into play with how you make your veggies or carbohydrates with oils or butters, and or if you include a non-lean meat or protein source. So that is how fats can be added. Generally, approach that we take in this program is to do 40% carbohydrates, 30% fats, and for 30% proteins of the calories that you consume through the day. This can range and differ depending on your goals. However, it's a great starting point for most people. Please ask your coach if you have any additional questions.